Hey everyone, Andrew Summers here with a description video for my fictional Chinese ST-2 tank destroyer. Now, as I said, this is a fictional vehicle, slightly based off of the B-1B Centauro, which is also a wheeled tank destroyer. So for starters, as it is a wheeled vehicle, it has my little rule when it comes to wheeled vehicles for myself, and that is they all need to have steering and suspension. So on the back set of wheels here, we can see that there's a bit of suspension here. Wheels go up and down to clear obstacles. Front wheels also do that to a degree as well. You can make them go up and down. But the front wheels have the added benefit of also having steering. So I can just position by hand the wheels to make it look like the vehicle is going in directions. Works quite well for posing the vehicle. Now if we move on to the back of the vehicle, just turning it around here. Since this vehicle does not fit any troops, I gotta fill the area in the back with something. And that something is shells, or at least what look like shells. Can't actually pull these out because they're just one by one rounded studs mounted to something, but they do give the impression of artillery shells, which I think is pretty neat. So if we button that back up there, the side construction, nothing too fancy there. You just get a backpack and a vent and a red marking so that it's obviously Chinese. But the front is where some more interesting stuff is. Now if you see the front construction, it looks like it's a nice V-shaped. It's also a bit angled outwards. And the construction of that, I'll take you through it right now. Right at the bottom there, that is a hinge brick, and that connects to the main frame of the vehicle. If I pull this thing down, you can see that it's just some angled bricks and then some cheese slopes mounted on top of those. Then if we put it back up, you can see that it all connects really nicely. The construction right here, just a cheese slope mounted to a bracket over the headlight, and then you get your side view mirror setup. On top, transitioning to here, you can see that there is a driver's hatch, and there's also an engine hatch. So the driver's hatch, that obviously can open up, and inside you can see the occupant. Not exactly the most roomy of positions, but I don't really think roomy and comfortable is the military's MO. Closing that back down. We can then open up the engine hatch. Might be a little bit more difficult. There we go. So we open that back up. And then inside you can see some of the engine details. Nothing too fancy, just some greebly looking tiles with print on them and a 1x1 lever. Close that. Now, the main attraction of this vehicle is obviously the gun and the turret setup. So on the turret, you can see that there is the commander. He's got his LMG, brick arms of course. It's just sitting there looking nice and happy. The cannon itself, we can elevate like so. We can also put it down like that. And then the gunner's hatch, right here, this opens up. Just like that. Then there's some smoke launcher details on the side, APS unit up top for active protection, and then there are some sensor details. So you get one sensor right there, and then you get two more sensors right there. Now, if you're wondering how I constructed this vehicle, I'll take you through that a little bit. Construction is snot, which if you're not familiar of by now, that is studs not on top. Kind of a fancy way of building, and I've used it to a degree right here. So if you'll notice, there are several pieces that have regular construction. So one is right there, one is right there. Now by regular construction, I mean that the studs are on top. So it's just simple stacking bricks on top of each other. But the rest of the vehicle, however, the bricks are all turned on their sides. So you can see right there, I've got some nice parts, on their sides to construct the sides of the vehicle. How did I do that, you might ask? Well, that's what I'll take you through right now. So the main body of the vehicle is just standard studs up design. That means if I have a piece like this, okay, that's studs up design. So how do I build bricks outward of it? Well, we could take another part, connect it right here, like that. Then we can take a nice little 1x1 Technic brick. Alright, if we put that on top of here, okay, to this brick we can then connect a little pin. If we put the pin right here, that will be the mounting point on one side for a nice brick. So we take our brick, we can snap it on right there, and you'll notice everything fits flush. Now how do we connect stuff to the back side, you might ask? Well, that's where we use in the second hole. So if I take this brick off, alright, to this brick I can attach two pieces. I can attach a 1x1 tile right there, and then a 1x1 plate right there. Sandwich those all together, and then I can connect this setup to the back of the brick right here. Nothing too complicated, but as you can see, if I connect it to that side, then I can connect it to this side, I can expand upon that, and then I can build out. So you can add all these slopes and whatnot, you know, modify the length of your vehicle, and of course, it all will connect to the main hull of your vehicle just by that studs up construction. So, that's a little lesson for today. Maybe you learned something. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed looking at the vehicle. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.